Alright, hey guys, I'm Brittany. This is Seven Awesome Lesbians, and this is my friend Nick.
Hey, what's up?
So this week's question is PDA. How do you feel about it? To what extent? Etc. etc. I don't mind PDA as long as you take into consideration where you are. Like, say you're at a club or something at 3 o'clock at night. No one's gonna care. But if you're at a children's birthday party, I don't care what sexual orientation you are. That's just not cool.
We were just sharing a story about 5 minutes ago, a year ago, when I was on some public transit, coming back home from Gay Pride. I was with a friend of ours and her then girlfriend, and they were doing some public displays of affection. Okay, we were sitting on the train seats, and there was the way it is, it's the chairs are kind of in fours, and it's two this way, and then you're facing another two. And my friend was sitting next to me, and her partner was in front of her, and she had her foot out and was towing her girlfriend the entire time. And then I'm there, and there's some other person that I didn't really know, and we're making small talk, and we kept our eyes keep wandering, and we're watching what's going on and getting a little bit freaked out. And I was not so much her. She was oh, that's hot, but I thought it was a bit off. And I was is that even a thing, towing someone? I've never heard of that. And then other people as well, because the transit was crowded, were standing up and holding on to the railings and stuff, and we're kind of looking, and I thought it was a little inappropriate. And sometimes you see people too, on campus or whatever, and they're just eating each other out. It's just totally inappropriate.
Eating each other out in a different way.
Yeah, their faces.
As long as you're considerate of the audience around you, for example, don't make out in church or in front of your grandparents or in front of young children. But
I have gotten drunk in a church though once before.
Really?
In Detroit.
Classy.
Yeah, you can do anything in Detroit.
Yeah, so I don't really care about PA. Pet names. My girlfriend and I call each other babe or hun or beautiful or something like that, and those are not that over the top. But something like honey schnookums is a little too much for moi.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. I've never been in a relationship.
But if you were, would you care about
names? No.
Pet names? No.
Are you speaking of pet names? Not for that, but if I had a dog, I would want to name my dog Rashid, just because Rashid means rightly guided in Arabic, so then my dog would be rightly guided, and it would always follow me and lead me to safety.
So funny. We were talking about pet names, like Babe and Honey and Sweetie Pie, Kissy Face.
What's wrong with them?
Do you like them? To what extent do you like them?
I don't know. I feel babe, baby, those ones are pretty standard, but if you're gonna start calling people Snicky Pie and stuff in public,
Snicky Pie?
I think you should save that for, your house.
Okay, so the second part is about college and where you go to college. Do you like your college? I've been in college we're in my third year, so...
And we all go to the same school, the University of Guelph.
Yeah, and it's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Depends what you want to go for.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks, and a lot of universities here in Canada are doing that, is they're cutting funding to arts programs and humanities subjects, which is not very cool, but if engineering and biological sciences and all that type of jazz is your thing, then Guelph's definitely the place to be. There's so many products that you can buy at the supermarket here that were developed in the same block as the supermarket.
Really?
Yeah, those omega-3 enriched eggs were developed at Guelph. And yeah, and soon they're gonna sell EnviroPig and shit. So that was all developed at a university. Yeah. So it's okay. Actually, what's one good benefit about having small arts programs is that with me in history, because it's really small, you get a really close, intimate relationship with your profs, and not intimate as in public
Same thing
displays
with
of
art
affection.
classes.
And they get to know you really well, and your classes are small, and so I think it's a lot more of an individualized approach to your education. So that's one thing I like about Guelph.
And art classes, we call our profs by their first name, and we don't call them professor. We call them Chris
You get in
or
shit or
whatever, and like they're really helpful. And like in terms of marks, there's always like extra stuff you can do if you need to, just because the class sizes are so small and such.
Yeah, like I had my German class last semester. For our seminars, there was myself and 3 other students, so it was really small. And then we had our one TA, and he would help us out, and he was like straight out of Germany. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I like his accent with stuff, like the way he said "bad." He was like "bad."
Hey.
And we got a 4th person in here.
I kind of like how, like, at, university, like, it's a lot more open-minded, and you can fit in with a bunch of different cultures, and, like, you have, like, it's not homophobic, and it's not, closed-minded. I mean, there are some that are, but I find that ours really isn't. It's very open-minded. There's a lot of atheists, there's a lot of theists, but you don't see, like, a constant divide. You don't see a divide in all the different religions. Like, it's kind of like, it's all this unified student body, and they're very accepting of everyone else.
Yeah. Also, another thing as well, I do a lot of volunteering at our university, and the one group that I coordinate is a queer resource group on campus, Speak Out, and one of the initiatives that we're doing, and this stuff kind of reminded me of it, is we're just putting out different resources and pamphlets of different religious organizations of all kinds for students who may be queer or like
Speaking
have
of
people
PDA.
that they know who are queer, and kind of want to incorporate some sort of spirituality into themselves. So it's like we're hooking up with queer-friendly mosques in the area, like in Toronto and in London, and as well as like synagogues and all kinds of like different church groups and stuff. So it's really cool, and we're getting people on board, and we're going to create a website. So like that's something that is indigenous to Guelph, and like I think as well, as Steph was saying, at least here in Southern Ontario, it's such a diverse area, and everyone is from somewhere else, and so Guelph is just kind of a microcosm of our society, and I really like that because we're all young people and we all respect each other for our differences.
Yeah, I like that about Guelph too, is it's very friendly, like not even the school, just like the environment, the students. It's like you walk through campus on like a tour per se, and it's like very inviting, and it's like, wow, I could live here, I could see myself living here. So actually I'm gonna post a link to our school's website. If you feel like going to school in Canada, Guelph would definitely be a place to check out.
And post some pictures too. You can edit it.
Well, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
edit
yeah.
most
We'll
of
be
it.
like, and then your hair is gonna be like going everywhere. It's like we just cut it. All right.
Changed it to Phoenix.
Okay.
Going on.
I'm taking over this channel now. There will be no more Brittany.
Okay.
So that's it. This is my girlfriend. You've seen her before. That's it for moi and Nick and Kara, and Stephanie is obviously gone to do something. Enjoy your weekend. Copious amounts of love.
So, Eric.
I brought the bullet.
Baby.
Niagara Falls in the background.
Okay. Bye, guys.